Caleb.
Let's play fighting games! This podcast is my podcast. It's a fighting game podcast. Fuck Tarkov. It's my podcast now, and it's fighting games. It's FGC. I'm going to Evo and I'm groping a cosplayer.
Опачки. Опачки.
Hello and welcome to the Opatchkast, the not so weekly Average Joe Tarkov podcast. I am one of your hosts, Dirty, and
I'm High Mark.
And I'm Thrift Store Jesus.
Today we want to talk about a few things. We're obviously going to go into our normals, Tarkov, because that's our main thing with the podcast, obviously. And then we're going to talk about something else that we've been talking a lot about is fighting games. And there's a big event coming up next month, actually, beginning next month, right, Cam? Mm-hmm. And, yeah, and just kind of whatever in between. We really haven't planned much for this podcast, even though it's been a fucking month since the last one that we've had.
Okay.
So.
Well, let's blame some of this on me. I was at death's door for like 2 weeks, dude.
True.
It was. I'm just now feeling better. Like I went out and tried to fucking mow the lawn today and almost died. Still. But yeah, I don't think I could have had a conversation for an hour without dying. So
yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and we've I mean, it's been a crazy couple months, obviously, for us, too, so... Karen's eating these sticks. But, yeah.
Eating cheese sticks.
I got two of them. This is my second one.
Let's talk about one thing real quick I want to get off the shoulders. New wipe. We've been playing the new wipe for 2 weeks now. It's been 2 weeks, right?
When did it come out?
So it's just the eating podcast? Is a mukbang?
Yeah, dude,
now?
I was like, is this like a mukbang? Is that what they fucking call it? Mukbang or
What
something?
the fuck did you just call me?
Mukbang. I think it's mukbang.
I think it's a mukbang. It's like an eating stream / yeah.
Oh,
it's
really?
like
okay.
ASMR
it's
porn.
more like not Korean.
It's like guys jerk off to it. It's in that area.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird
Of course it is.
Yeah.
It's either like you're jerking off to it.
Yeah, usually it's
'Cause
women
it turns you on?
eating food.
Or you're jerking off to it.
Well, actually, we can check right here. 11 days. It's been my account's been 11 days, and we started
11 days old. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe we
started the day of. No, we started the day of.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the day after.
Yeah, I think it was the day after.
Anyway,
I haven't played any of the wipe, so I don't even know why I'm on this podcast.
Exactly. Cameron, why haven't you played any?
I don't know. Other games seem like a lot more fun right now.
That makes sense. No, it's totally fair, I would say.
Yeah.
In this wipe, there wasn't a lot of new content, even though all the fucking content's new for you anyway, because you haven't played much, but...
I will eventually get on, but right now I'm not.
I think you're thinking about getting Arena, right?
Yeah, I want to play the shit out of Arena.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, Dad. After you're dying. Are you eating Red Lobster, by the way?
He's fucking dying.
Is that like a biscuit from Red Lobster?
It's a Cheddar Bay biscuit, baby.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's fucking dying.
told you I wasn't going to be able to do it.
No, it's because you're eating.
It's because you suck down breadcrumbs like a goddamn vacuum.
But literally, this is my last day to have anything like this. Well, I'm also drinking a beer too.
Hey,
that's
I'm
malt
with you,
liquor.
Damn you,
I've got
Adams.
a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
That's what I got.
Oh, that's a cherry one. The Diet cherry Dr.
It's because regular Dr. Pepper sucks.
Shut the... You're just wrong.
No.
You're just wrong.
Dr. Pepper's
all right,
trash.
Dad. Let's talk about wipe.
Yeah.
How are you liking it?
Hold on. In general.
Yes.
Yeah, how are you liking it?
I think this might have been this has so far been the best wipe I've had.
Yeah.
I think so. I think my survival rate has never been this high.
Sure.
Um,
What do you attribute that to? Do you think it's
not,
something that they changed? Because
I
I don't. I don't think it's anything they changed.
you know what it might have been in my opinion is early game quests you didn't have to go to customs, so not everybody was funneled to customs.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's not even early game quests. Maybe it was that first quest, but I don't know.
But we just didn't go to customs
No.
early at all. We spent the first, I don't know how many raids, you and I, and then when Caleb jumped on too, Caleb, we spent our entire probably first 3 days
Yep.
on woods.
Yeah.
We didn't even bother going anywhere else.
No.
And we still got a couple of tasks done because that first proper quest isn't required at customs.
Yeah.
Where before that first proper quest was required to be at customs, you had to kill scavs at customs.
Yeah.
Now it was any map.
Yeah, and we got Jaeger early because we were going to woods
Yep.
so much, and it was. I want to contribute a little bit to that, and then me maybe not rushing quests like I have in the past. Maybe I don't know.
You think that's gotten you killed in the past?
I think
more?
so. I think so. Because I mean, we're taking it slow. We're still pretty far ahead compared to everybody else. At least what we see in lobbies and stuff. But
I was gonna say that too. Because we kind of talk about the whole point of this podcast was kind of the everyday normal person's type podcast.
Yeah.
And it does seem like I'm level 21. You're what, level 24 or something right now?
20. I think I'm about to hit 24. I'm a couple thousand.
Yeah. So we're we're in the 20s, and everybody that we're seeing, very few people that we're killing anyway, are above us.
Yeah.
It's more like 17, 18, 19, slightly behind us, which is odd.
Farouk. Yes, you're usually along with the pack.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I count that to our survival rate together has
True.
fucking skyrocketed.
Yeah, what's your survival rate right now?
Mine is I think it just went down a percentage to 57.
Jesus, yeah, I'm sitting at 44, so I'm not great, but I think it's still better than I have been in the past.
Yeah, 57%. I've never been up there. I was always sitting at 30, 35 around there.
Yeah.
So 57 is a fucking anomaly for me. But and we've done 107 raids. I mean, I have. So that's not like a small amount.
I'm only 7 raids behind you.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not a small amount of raids. I mean, so I don't know, man. Seems like maybe
also,
something clicked this wipe, or I don't know if all the good people are just not playing or what.
Well, I mean, all the big streamers and shit are playing, but
yeah,
who knows, And it's not like we've been avoiding
confrontation.
PvP.
No.
You're still running at it, and I'm still following you to it.
Yeah.
Like,
let's look. How many PMC kills do you have?
42.
Yeah, I have 100.
I've gotten a
114
bunch over the last 2 days too.
True.
Colin just wants to brag about his kills.
No,
he does like to brag about his skills.
No.
But
your 40 is really good. Your 47 is really good, but I'm at like 190. So, but you're doing a really good job.
114. No,
he does that a lot.
Yeah.
We call it the humble brag while he's in fucking when we're playing and shit. It's like, hey Colin, how much money do you have right now?
Well, if you guys are gonna make fun of me, I'm not gonna fucking tell you.
I always like it when he says that shit, and that's really good for you.
I know, right?
You.
Yeah. He throws that little fucking caveat in there, right? For you, you're doing really good for you.
Yeah.
For me, that's kind of dog shit, but for you,
I only have 2.7 mil right now.
Only 2.7. I have 0.7 mil right now.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you're that low? Well, you spend so much
Wow.
money on your
Don't
hideout. Yeah,
don't, because
yeah.
your
Is
hideout
this
is higher level than mine.
Is this something we talk about on every podcast? Is the fucking it's spending money on the hideout?
Yeah,
Yeah, because he likes to fuck with me about it all the time. But guess who has higher level fucking hideout right now? Not me.
It's not me,
Him.
man. No,
Yeah.
I know.
Yes, you do.
Speaking of that, my
Who's got intelligence center? I don't. You do.
uh,
Yeah.
well, okay. My wires just got done.
Hey, but you know what? I actually just completed my shooting range, so I got that going for me.
Oh, I haven't even done that yet. You bitch! I'm not spending 5 bolts on that right now. Fuck no.
Dude, bolts are. Why are bolts so expensive compared to everything else?
I don't know. How much
Bolts are
they?
ridiculous, dude. They're like
Bolts?
$50K.
43, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Stupid
so
right now.
the
Anyway,
wipe,
so yeah, the wipe in general.
it's been feeling pretty good. I would say. I would say that we've done well with everybody we've played with, and
So we talked about this last night, I think, while we were raiding, that if they fix audio
yes,
and they tweak some balancing things,
yes,
and my only other bitch that I truly have, so the audio's the biggest one. That's the fucking elephant in the room. That's what they have to fucking fix, is the weird audio glitches, right? That all of a sudden you get that voice line that's loud as shit in your left ear, but the goddamn scab that's saying it is a million miles away.
Yeah.
For some reason you just get it all of a sudden,
Yeah.
shit like that, or the fact that the scabs can sneak up on you now without making a fucking sound.
Yep.
Which has happened a few times now. Anyway, so the audio's the big elephant in the room still.
Yep.
And then some balancing shit, and then if and this is something that we can talk about more in depth, but the flea market is just, it just sucks. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It just sucks.
Yep.
The way it sits right now, with all of the shit that they've done to try and thwart RMT people, it just sucks.
I agree.
And so those are my 3 main bitches about the game right now. Other than that, the netcode actually feels pretty good. I'm not getting into a bunch of fights where I die behind cover anymore, like has happened in the past. The movement looks pretty fluid now with all the new animations that they did.
Yep.
I like that. So shooting people at a distance is not a fucking guessing game like it has been in the past.
I agree. Yeah.
Most of the guns and everything feels good. Everything feels good. Like, legitimately, the game feels good in general. It's just the audio needs to get fixed.
Yep.
They need to play with some of their adjustments on balancing and where stuff is and traders and all that kind of stuff. Which is it is what it is. That's all end tier shit. And then they have to do something about the flea market, because as it sits right now, it just sucks.
Yeah,
It's not fun. It makes finding super rare shit in the fucking game. It makes finding that completely worthless.
Yeah,
because as somebody like us, you can't do anything with it.
Yeah, if I get a red key card right now, I can trade for what? I mean, it's literally only trading. It should have a monetary value. It should.
It should have some kind of value,
Yeah.
even a trade value. Who gives a fuck, right? I mean, a trade value would be great if you could trade it for something cool, but right now, what are you trading it for? And are those trades actually going through?
Another marked room key in dorms, and then the marked room in reserve. It's like the same fucking thing, right? Or graphics cards for your Bitcoin farm.
Yeah, it's just dumb. That was the one thing I loved early in this game, was when you found a fucking red key card. You were like, holy fuck! I just set myself up for the rest of the wipe.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything else for the rest of the wipe, money-wise, because I can sell this fucking red key. It's happened to me. It happened to me once. The entire time I've played this fucking game, that happened to me once, where I could do that. because you could go to the fucking flea market and you could sell it for 18 million or whatever. I think I got 18 or 19 million for it at the time.
And that's
And
when money stacked in hundred thousands,
I
right?
know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was awesome. That was cool. And it was a fucking rush when you got one of those
Yeah.
things.
Now it's
Now,
like, God, I don't know.
yeah, now it's like, what the fuck do I do with this piece of shit?
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
mean,
not going to keep it and go to Red Room. Oh, we don't even play fucking labs.
No, because like I haven't been in labs in the last two wipes because I just know hackers are there and I just don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm on this podcast too.
I know, Cameron. I know, Cameron.
No, I was just reminding the audience, the six people that watch this shit, that I'm here too.
Yeah, we're gonna head to some other shit here in a second, but I just wanted to go over our basics for the wipe so far.
You guys haven't been talking that long. I'm just a dickhead. So
yeah, you're fine. You're fine. So you said you're level 21, right?
21. Yeah.
Yep, I'm level 23. We spent 11 days in the wipe so far. I don't know how many hours. Probably. The last 2 weekends have been just this. My wife hates me now, but that's okay.
she kind of hated you before, but.
Well, yeah, 100%. But yeah. So I mean, we spent a little bit of time. My KD is 7.8. Let's just go over a few stats and then we'll move on.
4.0.
More bragging.
No, it's more humble brag time.
No, it's just showing.
My KD is like, I don't know, 2.7, but with my 146 kills,
114. You fucking asshole.
It's like not bad.
Okay, another thing I want to bring up real quick.
Yeah.
The bear and USEC diversity this wipe compared to other wipes.
How crazy is that, right?
Crazy, right?
The fact the fact that you actually are killing, like, I'm not half and half, but it's probably only 60% USEC versus in the past where it was like 90%.
Yeah, like I can look at my kills right now. USEC kills 74, Bears kills 40, and I mean that's pretty wild.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. How many more people are playing Bear this wipe?
Yeah,
and especially last wipe, because everybody was scared of being a Bear and going to Lighthouse, because of the rogues there, and I think people overthought that or over worried about that, and then the fact that they added that broken English Bear voices, 2 of them. But are they really broken English? They speak English perfectly.
I know.
They just have a shitty fucking Russian accent.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys. If we're gonna have broken Russian, English, they should be, a little more than this. This is just a dude that knows English really well that's from Russia. That's all this is.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to hear him fucking stumbling over words and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. Anyway. So, Cameron, before we move on to other games,
I get to participate.
Yes. I want to talk about Arena a little bit.
You can jump in whenever you want. And
I have nothing to say for anything you guys just said.
Any of this.
I have I would be useless in this topic.
But Arena,
real quick, before we go to Arena, I want to talk about one more thing. Gunfights. The early game gunfights, have you enjoyed them? Hated them? Wish you were running high end gear?
No.
No. It's been a fucking blast, right?
It's early wipe Tarkov is the best Tarkov, and I mean it always has been, and right. I think that they're doing good things to extend it. Right now it's a mid game. I mean, for us it is mid game. For a lot of guys it's still level 3 armors and stuff like that. But we're running level 4s and a few level 5s when we pick them up. And yeah, I mean, early game Tarkov is early game Tarkov. Head taps, face taps are always great.
Are king, right?
Yep.
They're king, and I think that's what kind of has helped you out a lot.
100%.
Because that's what you're very good at just fucking head tapping people. So I'm less so.
Yeah, Stem 9 is God right now for me.
That's
fucking love.
It's fucking hilarious that shit tier gun is fucking God for you right now.
Yeah,
because that is a shit tier gun, but it's doing
dog shit.
Work. It's doing work. Though.
I just put bullets in people's faces and they can't do anything afterwards. But okay, going to Arena. Cameron.
Arena.
you know how the gunplay is in the game. It's
Yes.
great, obviously.
Yes.
What do you want to see in Arena? I know we talked a little bit about it last podcast, but it's been a month since then, so
My
let's hear.
And just so you know, we haven't gotten any new news
No,
about
no news.
Arena
No
at all
news.
from the last time we talked about it. Yeah.
my ideal arena is like Counter-Strike. So
Okay.
round-based economy, you buy, but instead of just like Kevlar and helmet, you buy, better. There's more tiers of armor that
Yeah.
you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I guess like obviously like bigger maps than Counter-Strike,
Yeah.
obviously.
So you want it objective based, not just like deathmatch.
No. Well, I mean, I feel like obviously they should do a deathmatch mode.
Yeah.
But like, if they want to make it quote unquote competitive, they should follow the Counter Strike Valorant route.
Okay.
And do round based, in game economy. Blah blah blah.
I agree. What do you think, Dan?
I love Valorant and CS:GO. Obviously, right? We've played the shit out of both
Yeah.
of those games a lot, and I think they're really good for what they are. I don't know that style of a game fits Tarkov as well. I think I personally believe it's going to be more like COD competitive or Halo competitive, where there's TDM, there's going to be
I just
there's going to
King
be
of the
a couple
Hill.
different
Like rotating
couple
modes?
different rotating modes.
I just don't see this.
is what it's going to be. That's my guess. Because I don't see it being a objective, plant the bomb style, or maybe they have one. I don't know, but I would like that. I think that's what makes CS:GO so good is how, in a way, how simple it is, right? How very black and white certain things are of it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so good and so competitive.
There's clear answers for things.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
there's so many different situations that plays it, and at the end of the day, it's all about your mechanical skill.
Yep.
Right.
If you're able to, like, plans don't matter if you're not able to hit anybody.
hit shots. Yeah.
I think
And
Tarkov
see, that's
would be
what I
interesting
want.
with that layout.
What I want that same philosophy in Tarkov, that there's different things and stuff you can do, but at the end of the day, it's the skill, of the players that reign supreme more than the equipment that they're using.
Yeah,
So
Does that kind of make sense?
yeah.
I agree.
So, first off, I want to talk about a few things that I want in it. I want a competitive ranked mode. I don't know if Nikita's already talked about. I know he has leaderboards. He wants to do leaderboards, but I don't know if he's talking about a ranked mode. And I would love a ranked mode where you get to climb through the ladder.
Climb some ladder.
Yeah, because I love climbing ladder, and if it was in Tarkov, that would blow my fucking mind, right?
Yeah.
Um,
No, he has talked about some kind of leaderboard or ranking, but I don't know if it's like a fucking league situation, or CS:GO situation, or if it's just a 1 to 2,000 or 50,000 or whatever the fucking case is. I don't, that nothing's been brought up. Just that there will be some kind of ranking.
Yeah, and I hope it doesn't get. Every game has cheaters, obviously, but I hope it's not like the top of the leaderboards all cheaters. And I think they'll do good with getting rid of the
They'll go
sketchy
hard
guys.
on that shit.
Yeah. I think it might actually help with the normal game too, because you get to see which guys are pretty sketchy, and it's only PvP fights, right? So it's like,
Right.
But other thing I want to talk about, and this has always struck my mind, but more now that we're talking about arena and a competitive kind of more close combat arena area, obviously. Do you think having headshots as a one shot one kill, or headshots of face shots being one shot, you can fucking fart on a dude's face in this game and they'll die. Do you think that is a does that increase the skill gap or does that decrease the skill gap? You know what I'm saying? Because it makes
I
time to
get
kill
what you're saying. Yeah.
it makes time to kill super small, which is a good thing in some people's eyes, bad thing in others. Totally understand. Because if you can track somebody for a long time, you're obviously very good at tracking and aim. But if you can flick somebody's head, it's a different type of aim, right? But what do you think? Does it decrease the skill gap or increase the skill gap?
I think it's a lateral move.
You think so?
Yeah. Because, like...
Yeah, because you look at CSGO, too, right? I mean...
Yeah, but CSGO has one-shot body shot kills with the up, which I despise, by the way. Take that shit out of the game.
That takes no skill.
Yeah.
But I think, like if the game is geared towards, like, one-tapping to the head... You're gonna people are just going to gradually get better to one tapping to the head and then like setting up pre-aiming and shit like that.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's not, then it's just going to be played differently. It's not like it's it's going to be harder to play with multiple shots to the head or anything. I had an idea for Arena. If In older Counter-Strikes, I think Counter-Strike Source, if you ran out of ammo in the next round, it wouldn't automatically refill like it does in CSGO. You would have to rebuy ammo. If it's round-based, imagine you black out someone's legs, and then in the next round, if they don't have the money to pay to repair their legs, they're not getting to sight until way after other people are.
Wow,
dude, that's actually sick. Yeah,
I didn't even think of that.
I really like the idea.
You gotta pay to repair your legs, pay to repair your fucking whatever. Yeah. Pay to repair your arms. So you fuck up,
shoot straight.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to snipe people because you got the fucking vision because of a fucked up arm.
I did not think of that.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool.
That would be very interesting and change up strategy a lot. Even if you lose the round. Like, if you have to eco, you buy a couple nades and you black out people's legs. And then then you're destroying their economy. And then maybe in a round or two, you'll have enough to buy, and they just spend all their money on repairing their legs.
Holy shit! I didn't even think of that.
That would make strategy way more than even what CS:GO has.
Yeah. Well, I think strategy wise, it's going to be crazier than CS:GO. Like similar to Rainbow Six Siege. How, like, if you give players more tools, there's more setups, there's more answers, there's more things to think about, Yeah. And Tarkov has a shit ton more than even Siege, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So, let me ask you this, because I don't know. I played CSGO. I didn't, and I played CS
1.6?
No, it was pre 1.6.
Oh.
It was pre Valve getting a hold of it. So, anyway, so those are the only CSs I played. But getting back to my, I'm getting on a tangent. Is there any other competitive shooters that have the complicated hitboxes that Tarkov has? Meaning, so let's just take the fucking head for instance. The Tarkov hitbox in the head is head eyes, head jaw, side of head, ears, back of head nape, and back of head and top of head. That's all the different hitboxes that are in a head in Tarkov. And then they're adding, so they've also got arm hitboxes and leg hitboxes, which is nothing new, right? But then they have chest and stomach, but they're adding more hitboxes in the chest area because of all the armor reconfig that's coming up in one of the newer patches. So depending on the armor you're wearing, you're going to cover up or not cover up more hitboxes. Has any other competitive shooter had that amount of fucking detail in their hitboxes?
I don't know of any game.
And what's that going to do for?
Fuck, Arma doesn't even have that, right?
I don't think so. I think Arma has simple hitboxes, like legs, arm,
Head.
chest, head. Yeah.
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 So I don't think. I'm sure there's some obscure game out there that has it.
Yeah. Like maybe Squad does or Insurgency or something like that.
Yeah, but you're talking about every game you've listed so far is not a competitive shooter.
Insurgency has a rank mode.
How is that going to affect a competitive shooter? Is kind of my question.
That's a good question. I think if the game does get competitive, and if it does, I will try my hardest to get on a team. NRG, man, here. Actually, fucking. I mean, if you still want to sign me, 100 Thieves, Nade Shot, Tarkov. I'll be your first guy.
I would want to be on NRG so I can meet Shaq.
Yeah, that's true. God, there's too many cool memes.
I love Tarkov. It's a good game.
That was a terrible impression.
I love playing basketball. I hate Charles Barkley.
Jesus.
That's good. That's good Shaq. Come on.
Okay.
That's fucking good Shaq. Fuck you.
But I forgot my point. I got too excited about even thinking about meeting Nade Shot.
It's about the hitboxes.
Oh yeah, I think it will work itself out for competitive. I think there'll be a meta. There's always a meta with anything, right?
Yeah.
So and I'm assuming if they were smart, if which we know that sometimes they're not, they will balance the two games differently.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to. They can't not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be dumb not to.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I think that it's a good chance that it will be competitive. I'm sure that they'll do some Punisher event or rivals or whatever the fuck they're doing, So, I don't know how competitive it will go. I'm sure fucking Alliance will have a Tarkov team or something like that, Who fucking knows? But, yeah.
If Echo Fox was still around, Echo Fox would definitely have a Tarkov team.
Yeah. But now that we're talking about esports.
Well, hold on. There's one more thing before we jump into off of the whole Tarkov thing.
Cool.
I guess for lack of better terms, sister company has that game that's actually on Steam and it's free to play. Is it Hired Ops? Is that right? I'm trying to think. Have you? We've played it in the past. You and I have played it in the past, and it's a fuck. I want to say it's Hired Ops, but maybe it's not.
You and me, or you and Cameron?
Yes. No, you and I have played it. You and I have played.
Do we have it right now? You said it's free to play, right?
It was free to play. I think it still is free to play. And it was by the guys that built Contract Wars before. They splintered, and Contract Wars went one way, and then the rest of the guys went on to Battlestate Games and made Battlestate Games and started making Tarkov.
Fuck, I don't know. Insurgency?
No, it's not Insurgency.
PlanetSide 2? I honestly don't know here.
Remember the name of the fucking company.
How long ago?
I'll be back in a second. 1 sec.
Yeah. You're fine. You're fine.
Is Contract Wars back in the? It might just be Contract Wars. Let me look it up.
Fuck, I never played Contract Wars.
I think it's on Steam too, if I remember right.
I think you're making shit up.
I might be. Fuck, I don't know. God damn it! What is the name of the company?
Oh.
They literally have a fucking game that you can play right now on Steam. Fucking bummer. I'm actually bummed out now.
Hey Cam, before we go any further, have you made sure that the audio is working pretty well?
Yeah, it's working.
Cool.
I had to go because mother is listening or watching a show, and it was bleeding through my mic.
Oh,
Gotcha.
was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, out in the living room.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Fuck, I'm actually bummed out. I don't know who this fucking what it is. I should have looked it up. Anyway, they've got a multiplayer game right now. It's very much like COD, but it's bear versus USEC. Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about because we talked about it once before. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah.
I wonder if it's something because it's free to play. I wonder if it's something we should jump on and just try, to see, what it's like. And
Isn't it pay to win?
it was at one point in time. I don't know if it still is.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Um,
I'm gonna have to do some research. That's my bad for bringing that shit up.
no, you're fine. We might have to just edit this part out.
Yeah, you were in the podcast.
I just read,
possibly the whole series. So
possibly,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah.
But that's on you. So
That was a Step Brothers reference, right?
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, let's move on to more of Cameron's wheelhouse here. Some fighting games and other games just in general. What has been on your radar, Camo?
Oh fuck!
Oh,
my
oh
camera.
god, he just moved the camera.
Moved my
Holy
camera
shit.
on accident.
I just saw it.
didn't
I just
mean
saw.
to.
Oh my god, dude.
He's grabbing his fucking stick.
Fuck, dude! I didn't mean to.
Dude, yours looks weird compared to mine. Why does yours look so weird?
'Cause I got a stick.
Yeah, dude.
And
I got a stick too.
I got full buttons.
I got buttons, bitch.
Are you fucking compensating for something? Is that what's happening? Right
Yeah, bitch.
I got a Korean
So-
stick.
So, what's on your radar, Cam?
So on my radar.
Fighting games.
Fighting games wise.
Yeah,
Well,
just games. Let's just talk about games in general. But
Oh,
I know right now you're on a fighting game kick. We kind of all are.
He's not. He's been playing fucking Monster Hunter.
Well,
I've,
true.
I've been playing a shit ton of Monster Hunter, but I'm still playing fighting games.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak. For some reason, they showed off Sunbreak shit, the expansion, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna play Monster Hunter, and I bought it, and I've been playing it a lot. And it's been
And you're
very
using
fun.
longsword, right?
Yeah. What are you gonna bully me? Fuck you.
Yeah. Typical longsword player.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been
you
loving
fuck
the
up the
shit
whole
out of
party.
it. I haven't played with anybody else. No one else fucking has it. I'm playing by myself. Today I killed a Zenogre and a Nargacuga and
Well, my birthday's in a couple days. I wouldn't mind it.
no, probably not. But
You're such a bitch. I fucking knew you were gonna say that.
I'll get you it. I need to grind you to high rank.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you can.
But fighting games. You did a little bit of DNF Duel, and I want to play a little bit after. this
Literally,
podcast.
while we were waiting for you to get on, because it took you about 9 fucking
For
hours.
like an hour. Yeah.
I was
Like,
playing.
my
I
God,
played like
fuck.
3 tutorials. Arc System Works is stupid. I'll say they're fucking stupid because just in the tutorials, like to go to the next tutorial, you know what button you have to press to go to the next tutorial?
Right trigger button.
No, it's the right stick. I'm playing on an arcade stick. I cannot click down my right analog stick. That shit doesn't exist.
I have it on mine, bitch.
Do you? I don't.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll show
I
you.
think the PS4 version of this
it's
stick.
So you see how I have like 16 different buttons up here?
Yeah, it's got little pimples.
Yeah, this one. That's the. It's very hard to tell. I have to click every single one. This one brings up my Xbox shit, but yeah, it's like one of these 7 buttons.
I literally don't have any of those fucking buttons.
Yeah, so that's not good.
No, but yeah, it seems interesting. It seems like the combo system is similar to like a Darkstalkers, where it's
Yeah.
You press the
Yeah,
lighter buttons first and then go into the bigger buttons. But you can cancel into specials, which you cannot do in Darkstalkers, which means combos are way bigger and way crazier
and way cooler.
Honestly,
watching some of the tournaments, the day 2 and day 3 tournaments that are going on, these guys are fucking insane already, and the combos look insane.
But it is it's similar to other Arc System Works games.
Yeah.
I haven't played Grand Blue, but it looks a lot like Grand Blue.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that it is what Grand Blue, what the newest one should have been, or maybe not the newest one, but Tag Team I think is the dog shit one, right? Which one's the dog shit?
Blaze Blue is the cross tag. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus I think is the most recent one.
Yeah, and that's the one everybody hated, right?
I fucking hate anime fighters in general. Let's be
I
honest. Anime fighters are not my favorite.
I would not consider this an anime fighter.
It's an Arc System Works game. How the fuck could it not be an anime fighter?
Dude, it's so slow compared to every other anime fighter, right?
But the combos feel exactly like anime fighter combos.
Not to me. I mean, not to Strive levels.
The only anime fighter you fucking play is Strive. That's it. You jumped on the bandwagon like everybody else.
That's not true.
And then you're like, oh, Xrd is better, even though you've never played it.
It's okay. It looks like it's a better game.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I've never played Xrd, but fucking give it rollback, please.
I would play it if I had rollback.
I'd probably mess around with it. But
yeah, exactly, you fucking bitch. Fuck you.
Well, fucking...
Is that... Okay, hold on. Because I'm only half paying attention, because I'm trying to find that fucking game because it's driving me nuts.
That's fine.
Is rollback the be-all, end-all of fighting games?
Yes.
Needs rollback. It's literally that fucking important.
Yes. Delay-based netcode is just not worth playing if it has delay-based.
It's like...
Besides Tekken.
Still with Tekken.
It's hard, but Tekken still holds a player base, even with delay-based netcode.
Think about Tekken
biggest player base on Steam for fighting games.
Think about rollback with that Tekken Cam.
They've made excuses in the past about like 3D fighters don't work with rollback or some shit like that.
Oh my god!
But on Fightcade, there's a Dreamcast emulator on Fightcade, and they have Virtua Fighter working. There's like 9 levels of bullshit there. Like it's a Dreamcast emulator on a matchmaking service, and they modded in rollback, and it's a 3D game.
Yeah.
So you can play Virtua Fighter on the Dreamcast emulator on Fightcade with rollback. And some fans did that in their basement or whatever. Well, so why doesn't Bandai Namco or Sega have the money to do rollback themselves?
Because they're lazy. But yes, long story short, Dad, rollback is the end all be all for fighting game netcode.
Yeah.
It's just
being able to do shit online.
Yeah. It makes 100 ping feel like you're playing next to him, which is wild.
Yeah. Like 100 ping is like 3 frames of input delay.
Yeah.
Which is crazy compared to delay based.
Delay based, that would be close to 7 or 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's and you barely feel you can feel 3 frames. It's not bad at all. That's what most games are nowadays, is 3 frames or whatever. But 10 frames is you're playing 2 years in the past, it feels like.
Yeah. Like Smash Ultimate, for example.
Yes.
Like it already has 5 frames of buffer, so you already have 5 frames of delay, and then on top of that, online is like 8 frames. Like your best connection is going to be 5 frames.
Mm-hmm.
You're like Smash Ultimate. You have to play in the future because you can't. There's no reaction if you're playing Smash Ultimate online.
No. Unless it's a fucking 24 frame move.
Yeah.
You can
like you're playing against a K rule or something.
Yeah. But yeah, so the long story short,
it is the
rollback.
Yeah,
rollback is be all and all.
At this point, it's necessary.
Yes. If you're making a fighting game and it doesn't have rollback,
It's
a
doomed.
lot of people aren't even gonna look.
Just aren't even going to look at it.
Yeah.
Nope.
And
Nope.
what's fucking stupid is devs need to realize that. And like GGPO is free. GGPO is open source.
Yep.
You can use rollback. This rollback is old as fuck, GGPO, but it works great. Oh, tons of games have used GGPO. It's free to use. So what's the why? Why not?
Okay.
It's there. It's free.
Speaking about GGPO, the creators of GGPO, right? They're making a very highly anticipated game
True.
that we're all pretty interested
even
in.
Dad.
Especially even you, Dad.
Mhm.
Do you think that Project L is going to have any announcements at EVO? Because their first announcement was at EVO, correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think their first showing of gameplay was
Showing
at EVO.
of game. Yep.
Like back before it was a tag fighter even.
Yes. Yep.
And it just showed Darius fucking grabbing Ari.
Yeah, which was pretty sick.
Oh my god.
Even
Darius is gonna be a grappler. Ew. No.
He's gonna have one grab. Dude,
Oh,
you can't.
I'm gonna do a sick ass SPD with Darius.
Dude, wait, grappler and DNF duel is sick though. You can't say he's not.
He's not.
All right, that's fair. Okay, but what are you thinking? Do you think there will be one, or do you think?
So I think we talked about this a little bit last podcast because we were talking about this stuff. But when they had the Riot Game Fest last November,
Yeah,
I think it was November. They had a big. That was their last big showing of Project L, and they said don't expect anything soon, but next year we're gonna have 2 more big reveals. And then maybe the rumor is then after the next year, which is this year, somewhere in January, February, they may have a closed beta of some kind.
That's what I would think is gonna be what
So
happens.
the 2 big reveals, in my opinion, would be Evo, and then the Riot Games Fest again.
when is Riot Games Fest?
It's like November. It's after Worlds.
Okay.
I was gonna say that Worlds would also be maybe a place they'd show it off.
Yeah, it could be. But yeah, I think we have a good chance of seeing some more gameplay. Maybe some guys at Evo playing it actually.
Maybe some defined mechanics.
Define
'Cause
mechanics.
I want to know how it plays. Really bad.
So bad because what we've seen so far, combos wise. Oh,
Yeah, it looks so sick. Movement wise, it looks.
Some of the combos look pretty fucking killer, dude.
The
honestly.
movement looks sick.
Yeah.
Imagine just getting like mad mixed by Echo. Like you're just
Dude.
you're
oh god, I can't
you're getting
wait to do
you're
it.
getting crossed up. You're getting crossed up on crossed up. You're getting reset.
Okay,
Oh man.
so I watched a Maximilian video, and he's never played League of Legends, and he was talking about which guys.
You watched it because I
think we
recommended
talked
you watch
about-
it at the end of. Oh, no, I recommended he watch that video at the end of our last podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
because I watched it. Yeah.
So I watched it. Don't remember you recommending it. Popped up in my
did.
feed one day,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
watched it.
Literally told you to watch that.
Well, I ended up watching it anyway because Maximilian dude's awesome.
Oh, I
But
fucking
yeah.
love him.
did we talk about what characters we would like to see in the game last podcast?
No, we didn't.
I think that's a
I
great
want-
topic. I was gonna try and bring that up.
Yes, I think we need to talk about a few characters
Alright,
we would like
hold
to
on.
see in the game.
Let me pull up.
Pull up the
Yeah,
roster.
good
Oh,
call, good call.
I'm gonna pull up
Good-
the roster too.
Yeah,
I,
because here's the thing. They have such a big pool of
I know, that's the problem.
awesome-
It's fucking huge. And you
awesome
guys
characters
haven't
you can pick.
you guys haven't played it as lately as I have, and there's been a couple of new characters that are kind of cool, actually.
Well,
Which I
yeah.
hate to say because it's a fucking. Some of them are kind of Jesus. That's really white. Holy crap!
Oh my god, mine is too. Why don't I have the
Just
midnight
whited
mode?
out my whole fucking. Well, I do have midnight mode, and it's not midnight mode, so it doesn't
Oh.
matter.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
All right, all right, all right.
Ooh.
All right, let's look at champions here.
Yeah.
If my
It's
Holy
taking
shit.
a while to load for me, but there's 9 million champions.
Because there's literally, I think it's 300.
9,000 fucking champions.
Rel, that looks like a new character.
Rel is not that new. She's been in the game for a long time.
Who the fuck is
It's
Rel?
fucking hilarious.
How long has she been in the game?
She's been in the game for probably 2 years, 3
No
years.
fucking way.
Yes.
No, not 2 or 3 years. She's probably been in the game a year, at least.
No.
I've never
What's her
seen
run
this
state?
character. I've literally never seen this character before.
She transforms between a fucking chick and a horse.
No, she's
She's
riding,
riding
a
a
horse.
horse.
You
I know,
dumbass.
Oh, that's right. She jumps off the horse.
God.
She's like Sejuani, but less cool.
But yeah, well, who do we want to see? Because I know a few.
Not Rel. Rel would suck.
Rel would be very
That's
boring.
a dog shit. That'd be a dog shit fighting.
I've got like a hot take immediately.
Let's hear it.
A grappler,
Okay,
right? And I don't like grapplers, but
that's fine.
Rammus as a grappler, I think would be fucking great.
Dude, what about? Okay, hear me out.
He cues in.
Let's crank.
He E's. You get an assist. You
that's
get a
just-
combo. That's obvious.
Why?
He's
Yeah,
Scorpion.
why are you
He's
throwing out
literally
the obvious
Scorpion.
shit, dude?
I know,
He's
it's
Throwing out
literally
the obvious
Scorpion.
shit.
Wouldn't it be great? Just fucking get over here, uppercut. He already has the uppercut, and then he fucking does the G shield. You know his ultimate for like G does for his.
Yeah.
V skill,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like combos off of that. That would be pretty cool.
I think like the obvious ones out of the way, like Riven.
Yep.
Fucking Kha'Zix.
Yep. That's another one I wanted to talk
Shaco being like a puppet character. Shaco would be a perfect puppet character.
about. Oh, same with Azir. Azir could be a puppet
Yeah,
character.
Azir would be another
But
one.
he could be like a puppet zoner, kind of like Zato in Guilty Gear.
Udyr, Rushdown, Super Rushdown. He's Stance character as well.
Yeah.
Stance Rushdown character.
He plays right into that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, and then you missed one of your most obvious, Cameron.
What?
Uh,
Yasuo?
Lee Sin.
Sin.
Oh, Lee Sin would be so sick, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would love Lee Sin. Man,
Okay,
like his
so-
super is his ult, and then you can assist and get a combo off of it. Oh my god,
Yeah.
bro.
Lee Sin would be sick. What about Alawi? Kind of want to see Alawi.
Oh, that would be an interesting
like a big body character.
This fucking big bitch, just fucking people up.
Like an
with his
Abigail,
fucking
maybe?
Atlas ball. or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's literally what I was about to say. Is Abigail like?
Yeah. Like big semi-grappler, sort of
Yeah,
like huge
yeah.
hitboxes, slower
Yeah.
startup.
Slower startup, big damage.
Oh, you know it would be a great one because he already does combos. Rise.
Yeah.
He already does combos in League, right? Because everything makes his cooldowns lower by what is it, like half a second or a
Right.
second.
Yeah.
So he would play like Glacius from Killer Instinct, where he can combo you at range.
That would be kind of cool.
Hmm.
I was thinking some cooler ones. I think Pike should be in there as like a cool. He would be a really cool assist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you something
Like
like
his
this.
spear then would
What
be an
a-
assist.
What, Cam?
His spear then would be an assist.
Yeah, I think I'm assuming they're gonna do it like Marvel, where there's two different types of assists you can choose from, right?
Yeah,
think
there's
they'll do it
three
like
in
that?
Marvel, but yeah.
Oh yeah, or 2 or 3, and one would be a spear, and the other one would maybe be his dash through stun thing.
Yeah.
And it crosses up, or I don't know what their plan is for that, but
Yeah, because
But
like assists are either like combo extenders or like neutral mix-up options, or
Yeah.
they're like projectiles when you're trying to catch someone out.
yep.
So have any fighting games done this? And I guess that my best example would be like Street Fighter with E Honda, where they just don't have Street Fighter still E Honda still has lowers, right, and any foot stuff. But what about like Nocturne and just have no
feet hitbox?
no feet hitboxes at all and shit like that.
I want to say
Balrog.
there's an Arc System Works character with that literally floats and they have no feet hitbox.
Balrog doesn't have any kick moves. All his kick moves are punches.
I was thinking of hitboxes.
Right, but yeah, the same thing. But like what Colin was saying too, just no fucking kick moves at all.
Well,
it'd just be all punches.
Steve Fox from Tekken is a great example.
Same thing.
Because Tekken has it laid out similar to other fighting games where certain buttons are punches and certain buttons are kicks.
Right.
Steve Fox's kick buttons are mobility. You don't throw out any move with them.
Nope.
They're strictly mobility.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So
There's
a Nocturne would be kind of cool.
Nocturne would be very cool. You do your projectile. Makes you move faster in the projectile where the...
Oh, yeah, that could be one of your movement abilities like you was just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
What about 80 carries? Like, what about marksman characters, range characters?
So they already have Jinx, right? So I
Yep,
think it's
true.
possible.
True.
I don't know. I think Lucian should be one of them.
No, yeah, 100%. Lucian should.
Oh, yeah. Lucian's one of the most popular 80 carries.
Yeah,
Yes,
He's
and
in
his
immediately.
style would just be fucking sick. in
Like,
that
Lucian-
game, honestly.
I would see Lucian, Misfortune, Callista.
They almost have to do Misfortune, right?
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
the eye candy,
Yeah.
right?
Misfortune would be a fun one. But I don't know about her because I feel like her kit wouldn't work in a fighting game. You know? I don't know.
Well, I don't.
I'm
She would
thinking
she would
League of
definitely
Legends,
be a zoner, right? Cannonball coming
True.
down, or like maybe a trap character.
yeah.
She would be, yeah. The cannonball's coming down. Her speed up, right? Her W, so she
Yep,
can
so-
get away. She can get out of range, like a mini install.
The other thing you have to consider too is you're talking specifically League, right? Her character in League.
Yes.
But if you look at her character in like the lore shit, she's a fucking badass.
True.
Like legitimately,
Yeah,
she's a fucking takes no shit fucking hardcore character in the fucking game itself. So, when you talk about Bilgewater and all the shit that goes on and in that whole thing with the whole kit or with the whole lore shit, so you could easily see her doing being in fucking fights and shit like that, fisticuff type fights and shit like that.
Yeah.
In lore, not so much in her League character, but
Yeah.
in lore, there's a lot of that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I think
I think they're going to play more in that area than specifically the League game itself.
Oh, dude, we're missing the most obvious one
Jin.
by far. Jax
Oh yeah,
has
yeah.
to-
Jax
Jax has to.
100% will be in the game.
has to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
I think Jin would be incredibly cool.
Oh,
Even
my
as like
fucking-
Jin's just so fucking cool. I mean, literally, just a cool
How-
ass.
how would
like
you
a
do it,
zoner gun character, which like everybody
It
hates.
has-
Everybody hates zoner gun characters in every game. Look at Injustice 2. That game is all just zoner gun characters. But like,
But based around fours.
based around fours.
Oh, dude.
Like you do 3 moves, and then your fourth is an EX. Like shit like that would be really interesting. So it would be
and
like
it could be like a combo extender too.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Similar to like how counter hits work in Tekken or Street Fighter.
Yes. Oh my god.
So
And then-
you think about this. Let's take a step back.
okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting so excited.
I know, you're getting
It's so
up there.
hyped,
Let's,
dude.
let's talk about Riot in general
Yes.
and the way they come up with shit like this, right? Because
Yeah.
you look at this roster, and yes, some of them are copy pasta, right?
Yep.
But they continue for a game that is what it is. They continue to bring out new and unique skills for these characters, right? And
Yep.
then you look at Valorant, right? And what they've done to make some of the good or bad. There are some bad decisions here. Let's not get it twisted, right?
Mostly bad.
There's some bad decisions in League too, with the fucking
Oh.
skills they've done in League too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
100%.
the way they made flashes and smokes and Molly's,
Yep.
which is what those are the three, right? And
Yep.
how they made them all somewhat different and unique for those characters, you know, and all that kind of stuff. It's something they're, in my opinion, they're actually pretty fucking good at. You know, now do they fuck up? Absolutely. There's been some major boo boos, right? There's been some major fuck ups. You know, let's just talk about Yasuo. His entire kit continues to be a
Fucking
fuck up, but whatever.
what's his name? 600 years, Aphelios.
Philios, yeah. Geez.
Yeah, he was a shit show when he first came out.
Still
Literally-
is a shit show.
Yeah, well, he was
Still
literally the
ridiculous to play.
best character in the game. Like,
Yeah,
I
by a
don't
long
know who Aphelios is, but
yeah, it's okay, Cam.
uh,
It's okay. But yeah, I mean, I think.
so I think it's cool that I think they have a base to be able to come up with some cool things that maybe you guys haven't even, you know, we haven't even seen in fighting games in the past.
yeah, 100%. We're gonna see new mechanics. I do think they'll integrate mana as meter, similar to DNF Duel. Actually, I know
kinda
that
hope-
I guarantee cooldowns will be a thing. 100% cooldowns will be a thing. Will mana be a thing?
I really don't want cooldowns to be a thing, but I understand why cooldowns are a thing. I think mana's kind of going overboard because mana in the game, if your character has mana, you just buy more mana items, right? That's not a thing in fighting games. So
but I think the way DNF Duel does it is pretty good.
DNF Duel does it, and it's kind of a comeback mechanic in DNF Duel because you get your awakening state and everything like that too. But and you get more mana the more you're hurt. But
I could see a couple of characters having some form of a mana pool
But
that they pull from.
I also think it's interesting if they have mana, but then characters that have different types. Like, think of ninjas, for example,
Ninjas, yeah.
Yep.
where they have, what is it, energy or something?
energy.
Energy.
Yep.
Yeah, like Lee Sin, to use special moves, you have to attack to gain energy. Or Aatrox with, like, Rage, or Tryndamere with Rage.
Yeah.
To be able to do your super, you have to attack a certain number of times,
Yeah.
and then you can get your install or whatever.
Yeah.
That's similar.
Also-
that's similar to the. Skullgirl shit, right? I mean, to be able to get your whatever they are.
Yeah, but you get super for doing anything in that game. You get super for blocking. You know, it's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
Like, having specific things tied to how you get meter per character, I think is very interesting. With Ari, you'll just wait because she's mana, but with Lee
Yeah.
Sin, you have to
go in.
you have to specifically attack, and even if they go further, like where Lee Sin's passive in the game is after each attack, 2 attacks after an ability use, you get extra energy regen.
Yeah,
if they
extra
use
energy,
this
right.
a similar thing like that.
Yeah.
Where you
Speaking
just
of
have
that,
to hit fucking. You have to hit light punch twice or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
In between his fucking abilities.
Actually,
and shit.
he plays very
To
similar.
extend his combos.
yeah,
Plays very similar to KI.
yeah,
That's exactly how KI's combo system works.
Oh really?
You use a special, and then 2 normals, and then a special, and then 2 normals, and then the special.
Oh yeah, that's just fucking. That's Lee Sin.
That's
literally.
exactly Lee Sin. So he would play like a KI character.
yeah.
But I don't think the combos will be like KI at all.
I want to go into maybe one of my favorite characters, which would be awesome in the game. Not my favorite character in League of Legends, but I think he will be my favorite in the fighting game, and that's gonna be Gnar. If they put
Ivern.
Gnar, no, fuck you.
Ivern will guarantee. I guarantee Ivern will be in the game.
There's no way Ivern will.
100%.
But
Ivern's
Gnar
a fat one.
will
I don't know
be
that there's
so
one
sick.
single person that likes that character.
Yeah, I agree.
Gnar would be fun as fuck, honestly, having the transformation and shit.
yes.
Gnar would be
Yeah.
very similar to your character that you play in Strive, where you're building up all this damage, and then you can't control his transformation with a button press. It's
No.
based on the amount of damage you do,
Yep.
which I think is
Yep.
really cool. Like managing a resource to whether you
Yep.
want to transform or not, I think is really interesting. Similar
I
with
think-
Rumble in League.
Yep, in League. I think they have. Obviously, they have this giant pool of a lot of amazing characters,
Yeah.
and we could probably go for the next 3 hours talking about characters we
Well,
want to see.
and then if they do the thing like the Warner Brothers game like you were talking about, and they have specific characters that are set up to be supports, or support style characters. You know?
You could see
So-
Sona. You could see.
Fucking Braum.
Yeah.
How
Ooh,
classic
Braum.
dude.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, his
Braum.
assist is something that comes in and eats fireballs,
Let
and
me-
you can
let-
go you can go forward, right?
I want to look at
Wow.
supports real quick. Another obvious one. Annie, obvious.
Yeah.
Obviously gonna be. In the game.
She has to be in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's too big of a.
Supports is such an interesting. Alistair.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Alistair for
Oh,
knockups and
Oh
combos
yeah.
off of
Oh dude,
knockouts.
combos with Alistair would be so
Almost off a
fun.
knockout. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Oh my lord.
and big body, a lot of health. That would be cool.
Yeah, Nautilus.
Leona would be an interesting
Oh
one.
my god, she'd be so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I already hate her.
Yeah, I hate that
Literally
character.
already hate her.
Yeah. Nautilus would be another interesting one that which you guys would hate.
Yeah. Thresh is obviously going to be in the game.
Yeah, I think Thresh has to be in the game.
Obviously.
Thresh has to be in the game, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
His kit would be too good to not be in the fucking
Oh,
game.
Yep.
yeah.
You know?
Again, the scorpion hook thing.
Fiora.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
like choosing so many melee characters because they make sense in a fighting game.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to.
You know what I want?
what?
My main man, Gragas.
Oh,
Gragas
Gragas would be. Oh, his ult.
Speaking-
Using it to fucking launch someone to the other side of the screen so you can DP, like a wall bounce DP. Oh my lord!
His stomach charge as a fucking across the map coming
Yeah,
across.
like a Tatsu.
Dude, Gragas,
He would be like a.
Gragas would be fucking badass.
Oh
dude.
my
He would be a charge
Lord.
character.
You think so?
think so.
There's a good chance
could
he would
see
be a
that,
charge
yeah.
character. Yeah,
I could see that for sure.
Ezreal
Um,
would be a charge character 100%.
I could see that too. But yeah, I think even like characters like Senna would be pretty cool for a support because you could do like maybe an assist. It falls behind you. Maybe it heals you a little bit and can hurt them. You know, because that's what her Q does. I
Right.
mean, there's a lot of cool things. Nico could be a cool one too.
Nico, yeah.
I don't.
Nico would be interesting.
I've got a question. We've talked about what characters we want. We can list the whole fucking cast because
Right, yeah.
all these characters would be great in a fighting game. Who do you think is the Shoto? Who's the Ryu of this game?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Would it be someone like I assume someone older in the cast?
Been around
Garen,
for a long fucking time.
someone.
Well, I mean, they've showed off Darius. I mean, is that?
Well, they showed off Ari and Darius first.
Oh, and Ari. Yeah, and Ari.
I just don't see their playstyles
Yeah,
being
neither of those.
the Shoto playstyle.
No.
No, it's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be somebody like Yasuo, Fiora,
Riven.
somebody with a Riven, somebody with a fucking sword, because there's a lot of fucking swords in League,
True.
right?
Yeah.
But has like I think simple game plan. Like not necessarily simple combos or simple, but like with
Simple
with a
game plan.
Shoto, you know exactly what your game plan is.
Yeah, I think that might be.
It's like fundamentals.
But okay, again, I'm going to come back to Riven. I think Riven is the one, because you've got a lot of, as Cameron likes to fucking mock, you've got a lot of Riven-esque
Camille.
players or characters in the game,
Yeah.
right? Like Aatrox is a Riven-esque character,
Yeah.
But
right?
when I
You've got as like I like to call her Quinoa. He's a Riven-esque character, So there's a bunch of Riven-esque characters already in the game, so I could definitely see Riven being that.
here's the thing. I think it's
And
gonna
she
be.
was based off a fucking fighting game anyway, right?
She was based
Isn't
off of
that the whole
Marth.
Yeah.
from
So I
Melee.
think it's gonna be like a Zed and a
Like Assassin?
Talon, and because they all have what does the Shoto have? DP,
DP. Yep.
main thing,
Anti-air.
anti-air, and then
Projectile.
fireballs.
Yeah.
Zed, Talon, both have those, right?
What would Zed's DP be?
I don't know. Well, here's the problem: anti-airs are not in fucking League of Legends.
Yeah, there's only. I mean, the dimensions are different. Maybe he throws his clone in the air and then it hits his E or something.
And then E up in the air or something like that. And I could see Talons jumping off the back wall and then maybe doing like a slash downwards or I don't know.
You know what? Zed would be more like an Akuma or Evil Ryu or something.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean,
so he would be like a Shoto.
Shoto, right? I'm thinking Shoto. So melee based because that's what most Shotos are, but do have a projectile. Do have that anti-air, the DP, the traditional punch like that. I'm thinking maybe. Fuck, I don't know who else. I mean, I think it's hard to do a traditional Shoto. I think this might be a game that doesn't have a traditional Shoto in it.
Yeah, but
you know?
Even if you look at like Marvel games in general, they don't like Shotos. Aren't as prevalent as like a footsies based fighter.
Yep.
Like Street Fighter or KOF or something.
I think you can almost do. I mean, Quinoa could be one. She has a lot of projectiles and she's melee based. Even though it's Kiana, but whatever.
But it would be a big name. It would be a character that's been around that you've seen.
That's why I say it's got to be Riven.
Oh, Pantheon.
It's got to be Riven.
Fuck. No, not Pantheon. I think Dad's right when you say it's Riven.
What about Nidalee?
I don't think
Shapeshifter though.
That would be kind of cool.
She's a stance character.
That would be really cool.
And you change stances in the middle of combos.
Yeah.
You have EX Spear, and then you can change stances and jump in.
In, and then swipe, and then bite afterwards.
This whole podcast is just like fanboying.
Yeah, I know. I don't think. I mean, I wasn't too happy. I wasn't too happy that I heard the cast, the guys who are making it made. What is it? What's the game that they made?
Rising
the
Thunder?
robot. Rising Thunder.
Yeah. Do you ever play Rising Thunder though?
I did. I played a little bit of it. Wasn't the biggest fan. Also, wasn't that good at fighting games. I'm not that good at fighting games now, but I barely had my feet wet in fighting games at the time. So I would love to revisit it.
I enjoyed it. I was even though like you said I was bad at understanding fighting games. I was trying to learn combos.
Yeah. So I don't know. But now that I've seen gameplay and the combos are fucking bonkers. I think
Can we just talk about how good the fucking bird is?
Oh yeah.
God.
And
it's a beautiful
It
game.
is crispy, dude.
Thank God for Arc System Works.
Crispy.
Because
no shit.
Like Xrd was like the one that they say was the first game to do that kind of art style. It looks like 2D art, but they're actually 3D models.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Xrd was like the first game to do that, and thank fucking God, it looks so good.
Dude.
Yeah. It is crispy.
It looks so good.
Like legitimately, I'm like, wow, that's.
My only concern is visibility.
I could see that, but
especially with skins.
Which is, I mean, that's the other thing I wanted to bring up was monetization, because you know it's going to be free to play. They have not released a game yet that you had to buy outright. So
yes, they have.
I mean, they've released a couple.
Blade of the Rune King.
Oh.
And Zig's Wild Rift or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I'm wrong on that. I apologize.
Yeah, get fucked.
But it is going to be free to play. They've already talked about it.
Yeah, it's definitely 100%. It's going to be free to play, and I think it's going to have similar monetization as League. Why change it?
Yep. I think that they're going to have it almost the same way, where you have to get in-game currency to get characters, which I don't like personally.
I don't like that for a fighting game. But
I don't.
I don't think they're going to do that. They've almost completely eliminated that from League. Even like you gain that in-game currency so fast in League now, it's asinine.
But they do it in Valorant.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. Yeah, so that's definitely going to be a thing.
But if you have Xbox Game Pass, I'm assuming you're going to get all characters anyway. So.
Yeah, I'll just get Game Pass for that,
Yep.
so I can get all my champs.
You know, jumping back to the champ thing, because I just pulled up the thing because I wanted to look at the visuals again.
Yeah.
We even talk about fucking Echo, and they actually showed him. It was him versus fucking Jinx in the trailer.
So sick.
Oh yeah, his movement, his mobility. Echo looks awesome.
So, could Echo be the other with Riven?
The other Shoto?
Yeah.
Let me look. I haven't seen gameplay in a while.
I think so. I think he could be. The problem is the game looks so insane. I really don't think there will be a Shoto.
Yeah, I mean, versus games don't really have Shotos, to be honest. I mean, they do. They have Ryu, they have Ken, but they have Akuma, but they're not. It's not. Those aren't necessarily your go-tos.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, isn't Philia and those aren't those considered Shotos?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's a versus game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think
Shut up, Dad.
I don't think the majority of players play those characters.
Yes, they do. The top players play those characters.
Yeah, but I've watched top play and I've seen completely different. I've seen teams without Philly or Fukua in them at all.
True, but the top players have Fukua. Fukua.
Fukua.
Fuck you.
One of my favorite voice lines. The fucking.
Who's Sonic Fox plays that bitch with the arms as the jacket or whatever. Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, you're talking Sarabella.
Sarabella.
She's a grappler.
And I think Double.
Fuck Double.
I think everybody plays Double in that game.
I know. Double's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Double's crazy.
Oh my god, I'm watching it and I'm just getting more hyped even.
Yeah, that's
so
the problem. That's the problem. Okay.
Dude, the fucking art style is so good.
That's so Marvel. Everything I'm seeing is so incredibly Marvel 3. Everything I'm seeing is so Marvel 3, man.
Okay, and then we talked about it, but I want to go into more in depth. What if it's a fucking tag fighter like it is?
Oh, it's 2v2?
If you can play 2-player V2.
Ooh, I would love that. I would love that. Maybe not as the main competitive mode, but I would love it.
I think that would be a lot of fun. I think ranked 2v2 would be great.
That'd be sick, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that they are going to do that.
I fucking hope so.
They have to do something. They have to do something to make them completely different, right? And
they already have. Well, here's a lot of people have talked about that 2v2 thing, and there's a lot of stuff to support it, because why would you have server-based rollback for a person versus
1v1.
Yeah,
Right.
that doesn't make sense.
Well, the reason would be that they already have all the infrastructure for it. They already have the servers, so like and they already have that base for it. Why set up like a peer-to-peer rollback system when you already have all this infrastructure?
True. But I mean, there's another game coming out soon.
But
there's another game coming out soon with with a server-based rollback, and it's 2v2. Right?
True. Yeah.
And it's multiverses, and we're excited for that too.
Yeah, we're gonna play that so much.
Yes.
Fuck. It's July 20th, I think, right?
They have. I don't think they've released a date yet.
They didn't. They haven't officially said, but it's at Evo.
Yes.
And it's the biggest payout there, and it's not a main stage game.
No. That's fighting games in a nutshell.
Yeah. No, it's not even a game that Evo is running a tournament for.
No, they're running their own tournament.
It's a side tournament, yeah. Warner Brothers is running a side tournament at Evo.
And it's, what is it, $100,000?
$100,000 prize pool.
Yep.
When is Evo? You said the first week of August?
Yes, first weekend.
Yep.
So August 5th through the 9th? Or 5th through the... 8th or something. Yeah. So I mean, and there's a lot of good games there. The lineup's insane. Strive,
Yeah, this Evo
Street Fighter
lineup
5.
is gonna be really good.
Yep, Tekken 7.
I might actually watch some this year.
I
as
agree.
I haven't in the past.
I think next year, Dad and Cam,
Yeah.
we're gonna I've told Cameron this, but we need to go as a boys trip.
Yeah. I want to go.
Just roll down to Evo.
Just roll down the Evo.
I think we should
go. I think we should get a hotel in Mandalay or near Mandalay, because I'm not walking from fucking the middle of the strip to Mandalay every day.
Hey, your grandma loves valleys for some reason. I don't get it. But yeah.
I mean, I don't care. We are going to the Tropicana is fucking closer. I don't care. We're going
Tropicana's
close to the
not
Mandalay.
close.
Oh, not the
side of the
Tropicana.
strip.
I was thinking the
You're thinking the Excalibur?
yeah, and what's the other one?
New York, New York.
Tropicana's right there too.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
Tropicana's
I thought it was
yeah.
on the other side of the strip.
No, it's right there next to Excalibur.
Yeah, it's across the street from Excalibur.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
MJ,
I don't
MGM
care.
Grand is there?
I just want to be next to Mandalay or in Mandalay. I think we
Luxor.
need to figure this out.
Well, the only thing next to Mandalay is Luxor.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm
there's
down
that
to stay at the Luxor.
there's that
I've never
tram
stayed there.
system, so it's
If
like
the Luxor is still there next year, they've been talking about tearing that fucker down for a while now.
why?
A cool ass hotel.
It's just financial shit.
It's
It's
Vegas.
the fact that they have an esports arena in there.
Everything needs to fucking change in Vegas at all times. So
I definitely want to go to Evo, 100%.
Yeah. I think we need to go next year because I think there's going to be some cool games there next year. I think we might actually see.
There might be a Project L tournament.
There might be, depending on what time it drops.
There'll be a Street Fighter 6 tournament.
There very well could be too.
There will be Tekken 8. So like next year will be all the next generation fighting
Generation
games.
of fighting games. Yep. So I think that's going to be a big one to go to.
And DBFC will still be there for some reason.
Oh yeah,
Because it'll
100%.
never leave.
And Strive will be there too, Cam.
No.
Yeah, it will.
No. Fuck Strive.
Actually, it might get replaced by DNF Duel. We don't know.
what's the main game this year?
It's always Street Fighter. It's
Street
always
Fighter.
Street
Oh, is it
Fighter.
always Street Fighter?
Street Fighter, Tekken, usually the main ones.
It's always Street Fighter.
But this year, Strive might have more. people
But the
joining.
last game they play on the main stage will always be Street Fighter.
Always be Street Fighter. Yep. Even though it's kind of died down in the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's until Tencent brings its money.
True.
Well, it doesn't even matter because it's Evo's owned by Sony now, so it's just whatever Sony wants to push.
And Pokemon's gonna be there.
You bring this up every time we talk about Evo. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, dude.
Apparently, he does.
Pokemon's gonna
Do you
be
think
there.
anybody else in the FGC is like, dude, Pokemon's gonna be here? I'm so excited for her to
I listened to the yard. They were
commentate
super
top 8
excited.
or something.
Yeah. She'll be there doing meet and greets with all the guys that smell like shit.
Yeah, she's gonna get groped, 100%.
100%. No, she won't get.
She'll get groped.
She'll probably.
There'll be
get
some
groped.
autistic dude who doesn't understand social cues.
Yeah. And they'll
Say,
just go, I just wanted to smell your.
I donated $400 on your stream and I didn't get any response, so I donated another
been-
100 and you didn't respond.
I've been a tier 3 sub for years now.
This is my body pillow and it's of you, and it's.
I made it
paid
myself.
A lot of money for it.
I made it myself. Jesus.
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, I think Evo will be great. I think that's going to be a one I might have to take off time and on the Thursday and Friday,
Yeah.
the August, because I think it's Thursday Friday they start doing shit. So I might just take time off and fucking sit down on my couch all day and watch it.
Evo's great because it's not just tournaments. It's also like there's other shit to do. It's like it's a fighting game convention in general.
It is.
So there's there's other shit.
And if anybody likes fighting game conventions, we've been to a couple. I mean, if gaming conventions in general, we've been to a couple. All of us together. We've been to how many CS:GO tournaments? 2 or 3?
2, right?
2.
DreamHack, Las Vegas, and IM San Jose.
And then we've been to a league event, which was also IM San Jose, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep. And then we've been to Evo probably 4 times.
No, we only went to Evo twice, I think.
Oh, I thought it was. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's twice. And then we've been to Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do it again this year.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, we've been to a lot of them, and if you guys have a chance to go, it's fantastic. Everybody's always nice.
Not always.
You can always. Well,
not always.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're nice, and like we've talked to a lot of Melee guys because we're big into Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and we've talked to a lot of the guys there.
Everybody knows what Melee is. You don't have to.
Well, some people don't.
It's a children's party game from 2001.
What, on the GameCube?
And it's on the GameCube.
Yep, it's a very popular game, but some people don't know. Fuck you, Dad. But yeah, we've talked to a lot of the professionals there. I've talked to Fat Goku, which made top 8 in Genesis 6, I believe. And
oh yeah, we were on our seats.
Yeah,
we were fucking hyped.
Yeah, remember that, dude?
Yeah.
Up smash master right there, dude.
Yeah.
Just up smashing.
Who did he beat? Dude,
he beat a few big names.
I want to say it was like
Wait,
Cyrox?
Is it
Jesus?
Isn't Fat Goku the one that called Cameron Gucci Jesus?
Yes, Gucci Jesus. Yes, because
he was
doing
fucking
hack stashing. Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's like, this ain't fucking thrift store Jesus. This is Gucci Jesus. Yeah, I remember that.
And then I made it into top 64, and then I didn't make it any further.
Samus, dude. Samus. It's okay. We all have a soft
Samus
spot.
player.
Yep.
It was a Samus player, and it was that Falco player.
Yeah.
Bean.
Yeah, Bean.
Oh, that's right. It was. Bean.
Yeah, he's a top ranked Oregon Falco.
Yep.
And he always fucked us every time.
Yep. Fucking Bean.
Colin, you played Fat Goku.
I played Fat Goku. Got bodied.
Yeah.
Didn't even touch him.
Got four stocked.
That's right. That's who you got pulled for 64, huh?
Yeah, and I played his brother in winners. I'm like, this isn't fair. Fuck this game.
I just want to go to more tournaments now that we're talking about that. I just want to go to more tournaments, man.
Fuck, I want to go to fighting game tournaments, even though I suck at every fighting game. I just need to like sit down and actually learn one, but I have a hard time. Fighting games don't hold my attention as long as Tarkov does. You know?
Yeah,
that's
the same.
Right now, I'm fucking with fighting games heavy. But the issue is not one fighting game.
Yeah,
because I jumped from Tekken to Street Fighter to now DNF Duel. I've been playing UMVC 3 recently. I've been playing Skullgirls, so it's like
The problem is sitting and just playing one.
I can't have just one mistress.
That's gross.
I need tastes all around the world.
You're absolutely disgusting. I think what are we sitting at time-wise?
Oh, nearly an hour 30.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I think we talked so much about fighting games and Tarkov.
Which is every podcast.
Every podcast.
That's what
it's turning into. Let's just go over
real quick. Something else real quick.
Yeah.
Because I got you to, and we haven't talked about it since I got you to play it. Your initial thoughts of Star Citizen.
Good game, not finished.
Not ready. It's not ready yet.
Good game, not finished. I like that. That's great.
Not finished. I would love to play more, but it feels like there's nothing to do right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
As wide as an ocean, as shallow as a piss puddle.
Yep.
That's literally that's what it is right now. However, I'm seeing, like, I follow it religiously. I haven't been playing it since I played with you guys, but I follow it religiously. They're getting ready to have a wipe too here coming up, where they just wipe everything. But what's happening right now is they've finally caught up on their tech debt. For all of the shit that they've promised forever that they were going to be able to do, they finally built all the back end tools. They finally completed all the back end tools to actually get that, to make that come to fruition. And I'm thinking the end of this year and all of next year is going to be big for the amount of content that's going to get added to that game. So I'm hopeful, honestly, because
Me too.
that's
I
that's
I
kind of
think
my end game, honestly.
I think that game has a lot of potential, and it always has been, and it always it's crazy. I look like Shaq and me have a baby in that game. It's fucking insane.
That was fucking funny, dude. And he
Yeah.
did. What'd you think about FOIP?
Dude,
Yeah, face over IP.
fucking wild. It looked like I had a stroke the whole time, but it was great. It was
right?
it was
It's
fucking
cool.
fantastic.
It's cool
I had to
little
take
shit
off my
like
helmet in the space stations because I just looked so funny of me talking. And I was like, "Yeah, how you guys doing today?"
The
It was
eyes are always
terrible.
fucked up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the game is fun. I just right now, gunplay feels a little weird.
Little wonky. AI is real wonky.
Yeah, it's bad.
There's nobody
Straight
to
up
fight.
bad.
There's only how many people in a server.
That's the
That
biggest
needs-
issue. That's
I think that's the
the
biggest
issue.
It needs to go up tenfold, in my opinion, to make it a actual PvP/PvE game. Right now, it just feels like a PvE game where you get to see guys in the lobby. So,
Yeah.
I
That's fair.
think,
I think that's absolutely fair.
I think it's a great game.
It still is fucking gorgeous, and it blows my mind
Yeah.
whenever I play it. It's
I-
just like, fuck, you can do this in right now. But yeah, I agree. I think the biggest downfall right now is a 50-man fucking lobby.
Yeah.
That's just insanity for the amount of space. And they're getting ready to add another star system, you know?
Yeah,
And
well,
it's like, what's the fucking point when there's only 50 players?
Yeah. Yeah. There's 3 times the amount of stars than there is players. It's like that doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
But I think another thing they need to add is player-owned bases on any part of the planet. Maybe try to fill those planets out more. You know,
That's coming. That is literally coming. I don't. Excuse me. I don't think you're going to be able to do it in a star system like Hurston, the one that we currently are playing in.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what the point of Pyro is. The next one that's going in is
Yeah.
that one's a little more lawless and not as much.
perfect.
Yeah.
I think that would be perfect. But yeah, what do you think? Ken?
I think they need to add life on planets. So
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. There needs to be some kind of fauna.
yeah,
on the planets.
something, because they're barren. They're nothing. They're clearly
Yeah.
like there's no illusion that they're a real planet, real living, breathing ecosystem.
Right.
It's you get these
Yeah, and
2D
the
plants, and then
The cities are the same way. It's an illusion for the space station to be, and
but
you know.
I think that's done way better than
Oh, I
like,
agree.
the planets.
But
Yeah.
but like
Every
you don't
planet
ever
just
see
feels like a moon.
Yeah, you don't ever see the whole planet. You only see the space station where the city's at. And
Yeah.
then you never even
Or like
travel
the
throughout the
bunker
city.
that you're doing the
Yeah,
same
but that's
mission in.
right. But literally right now, that's going to be coming out in the next when they wipe. They're adding a bunch of new. They're calling them like reclamation ships. So wrecked ships around the planet that people have reclaimed and made like little ad hoc towns and things out of.
Cool.
You know, so like some of the biggest ships in the fucking game, they've built them as like little town. They're going to be scattered all over those planets. So
That's
they're trying
needed.
to add more life and
Yeah.
more points of interest to these planets because they're going to need it for sure. I agree.
Yeah, they need
Yep.
they need to. That's like a big thing that they need to put a lot of work in. It's more people
Yeah.
and more set dressing, but also more content.
More content,
So basically, they're not even close to being done. But
No.
no, God, no, it's not. No, but the fact that it's such a fucking jaw dropper when you just go and leave that space station and you just leave the planet, and you could literally go anywhere on the planet. You know,
Yeah.
it's like fuck. You know, and that was the big thing that everybody was concerned about with Starfield is, are you going to be able to fly anywhere, you know, on the planet? And they came right away and said, no, you can't fly directly on down onto the planet. You select a
Yeah,
landing zone and you get teleported to it, basically.
But they said you can land anywhere on the planet.
Well, yeah, you can teleport to that point to get to the planet, and then the planet is rendered and you can go anywhere on the planet you want. But you can't just do like in Star Citizen where you just fly to the fucking planet anywhere you want to, which is just insanity.
Yeah, so I think it obviously has great potential. It always has been. I think that we'll see a lot of good stuff coming from it.
Hopefully, hopefully this time next year it'll be way more intense.
Yep. And you guys have anything else you want to talk about, or are we good to maybe wrap this bitch up?
I'm good. I think we wrapped this bitch up.
Okay.
Any fun shit you've been watching lately?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything?
Maximilian, dude.
Maximilian, dude.
I watch him all the time.
I've been watching Penn and Teller videos on
I love going down that rabbit hole. I've definitely done that before.
Penn and Teller's a good one,
Yeah.
For some reason I've been fucking going down an Asmongold rabbit hole. I don't even like fucking WoW, you know, or any of that shit. It's like, why am I
do that
fucking Asmongold?
He'll do that too.
Great.
Yeah, he'll do that to you. But yeah, I think we're good. I think Caleb is waiting for us to play some Tarkov, but I'm down to. I think I'm gonna play some DNF Duel with Cam. So
let's
if you
do
want
it.
to play, Caleb.
Let's play fighting games. This podcast is my podcast. It's a fighting game podcast. Fuck Tarkov. This is my podcast now, and it's fighting games. It's FGC. I'm going to Evo and I'm groping a cosplayer.
That's about right.
Yeah. Now that we've summed that up, if you guys enjoyed it, please leave a comment. Like it, don't like it, we don't care, but we do appreciate it if you do. And this is another late ass episode of our monthly podcast that's supposed to be weekly. So
exactly.
We appreciate you guys as always. Even Caleb saying that he's the what was the latest one that he tweeted?
Something.
The Meat Shield 2 down.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Robbie just put on our last one, the hottest podcast host ever. So we're hot apparently.
Which one of us is the hottest?
That's the question.
Oh, we might have just doxed Robbie, so we might have to take this part out because
there's lots of fucking Robbies.
True. Cameron, you might have to figure this out.
What? Why? We didn't dox Robbie?
Exactly.
Every time I play with him in CS:GO and I say his name in the game, he's like, "You fucking just doxed me."
He's fucking with you. That's fucking Robbie, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah. So sorry, Robbie.
Yeah. So. And I say this every time, but the plan is we're gonna try and do more content on the channel. It hasn't worked out recently.
No,
because we haven't been putting any content out on the channel.
No, but the summer's been insane.
Yes,
let's just say that.
It's been fucking busy, and people have been sick, and it's hot in my room.
Been sick.
No.
Jesus fuck.
My excuse is that it's hot in my room. So
it's hot in my room.
I've told you what to do to fix that situation, and have you?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly not. It's still hot
later.
in my room.
All right.
Bye, everybody.